Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Norman Network. And today we are going to be reviewing the Batman Battle Mech set. So, actually, not going to review the Battle Mech first. You have to wait to near the end to get to that. But first, we'll be doing the the Firefly's his backpack. This is the smallest actual build, and it's nice. It works as a nice fire shooting backpack thing. The backpack here, it's large. It goes down, so it's a reverse type of build, which is nice. It's a nice design with a bent up whip piece that's this cord that goes to his flamethrower thing, which is launching out a very large flame at the time. And there's just a lot going on with it. It's just boom, there's fire. And it fits really nice with the minifigure, and it's just a little bit too large, but I guess it's pretty good. Yeah, so that would be the smallest build. And now on to the next largest build, which is the medium build, which is Poison Ivy's mech. So this is probably my least favorite build of the set. It's kind of just an add-on just to have like a bigger battle. I like the arm design, although these tree leaf pieces do fall off lots, which is not great. But the ball joints allow lots of movement, which is good. And then it twists 360 degrees, and it has a little stud shooter right here, and not on this side. And you can put Poison Ivy just here. It just looks like she's standing on it, kind of. It's strange, but then for some, it's like a play feature almost, where it's on this hinge back here, so it can fall backward. So you can like punch it with the mech or something, and it'll just go. But it makes it less playable. Like, you can't actually put much articulation with this other than the arms. It doesn't have much posability. So yeah, the arms work great and it looks great, but it doesn't work great. That's the thing with that one. So now on to the Batman mech. So this is a very solid mech. It reminds me of the buildable figures, the Bionicle or Hero Factory, whatever one you remember, if you do remember one. Those are very solid, and this reminds me of them with a lot more brick building. So it's very, very solid. Like, this is playable, other than this mesh net thing that goes in the top. This is the circle design that they released in the last series of DC Comics sets, so that's nicer. But I never like these net pieces. That's kind of useless, but it's a play feature, so it's good. So we'll work from the bottom up. So the feet are nice. It has these pieces that work like toes to keep it standing up, but are just one piece with a sticker design. Not much printing. I don't think there is any printing other than on the minifigures, of course. So it's mostly sticker design, but there isn't many stickers, so that's good. And the feet are very solid. They're like a hexagon pattern. And then you work up, and you actually have these ball joints on the back that give it a knee. So it doesn't balance amazing, but if you worked hard enough at it, you could get this in a really action-packed pose, which is nice. So that's good, and that's on both sides. You have your ball joints, and then I don't know what these are, just kind of design pieces. And these are the new Batman pieces that were released. Was it this line or last line? Can't remember. It was pretty close to the release of these sets that these Batman specific pieces came out, and there's a whole bunch of them that just cover this entire build. And then after that, you have these ratchet joints, and they can go back and forward, and they can also go out into like a splits pose. So those are good. That gives you lots of posability, and it gives you a stiffness, so it is posable. So they've done a really good job with this mech up to this point. And then we get into the torso and the back. So the back, just the main build on the back is his net launcher. Another one of the Batman specific pieces, and it kind of moves around. It's really bulky on the back, which is like, you can see how much of a thickness it adds to it. It's really thin, and then boom, it's super thick. So I guess it could be used as some sort of a jetpack. It would be a very good playable feature, but it's not great. It's kind of strange. Then we move to the front. And then this whole front area is actually the cockpit. So you get this, and you lift that up, and then you can pull these out to the side with another Batman specific piece right here. And then Batman just stands inside, just like Poison Ivy would stand in her mech, and then it kind of closes in around him nicely. But the one complaint I have about the cockpit is the head doesn't fold all the way down when Batman's in it. You'd have to take off his cowl piece to get the head all the way down, which is kind of annoying. But other than that, the cockpit is pretty good. Now we move up to these things. They're like tail pieces. They just add to the aesthetic of the build. More Batman specific pieces on the shoulders of each arm, with the same ratchet pieces. They're a little bit more hidden away this time, but the same ratchet pieces that can go forward, backward, and out to the side on both arms. So that's good. Going down this arm here, it's a nice curve, but no elbow joint, but it does make the build nicer without the elbow joint, but it would be more posable and playable with an elbow joint. And then they did a really good job with these hands, because the hand can twist 360 degrees, and the thumb can open, and all the fingers can open, and so you can sort of hold things. It's a little bit hard. And then on this hand, it just has two yellow stud launchers, and you just press down on this and pew. So the other arm, it's pretty much the same going down, and you get to the elbow, and then once you get to the hand, that's where it starts getting different. You've got the same fingers, but the difference is it's not the stud shooters this time. It's this huge rotating saw blade. The hand still does go 360 degrees if you have it out enough, but this saw blade is huge. It looks very, very deadly, and it's actually really cool. You might think it could be impractical, but it really is very good. This is a solid mech that I would recommend for any mech collectors of Lego, or just mech collectors or Batman collectors. It's a really good mech. So now onto the minifigures, which you've sort of seen. So here is Firefly. He's got basic black legs. He looks kind of like a plain minifigure without his big backpack, so it's a little bit boring. He's got the relatively new 1x2 neck bracket that with studs on it that allows it to clip to things, with some minor printing on the back and some more minor printing on the front. And then they have this awesome helmet mold. This helmet mold is awesome. It has so much design and detailing, and the grooves are so nice, and the antenna are really, really good. And I kind of wish they had it for the Wasp helmet, which I think I mentioned in my review of the Ant-Man and the Wasp set a while back. And yeah, so this helmet is really, really good. And if you want to pick it up as like a mock builder, or you want to enhance your Wasp helmet, this is the best piece to pick up to do that. So overall, basic minifigure, and then a really, really good helmet. Now to Poison Ivy. This is probably the most underwhelming of all the minifigures. It's just regular Poison Ivy, just basic green legs, or basic printing on the torso. I don't know if it's just my copy, but the tan detailing on the green torso, it just didn't work out that good, and it looks very pale and white, and you can kind of see the green through it, which has happened before when they print on black minifigure heads. They print tan on black, so it's interesting. And then just the basic red hair and her basic angry face. It's a pretty basic minifigure. So now let's do the Flash. This is the reason I got this set. I was really excited to have another Flash minifigure. So this is a really good Flash minifigure. I don't know why it has this like firebolt thing. I guess it could be a lightning bolt, but I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's just a little add-on. But this minifigure is really, really good. So the basic rubber headpiece, the basic face print for the Flash, and then it had this last series of DC sets. They released some Flash-related stuff that had these lightning bolt prints on the torso, which just make it look so much better. And then, for the first time, they gave him dual molded legs. They gave him his boots, which is amazing. This is like the epitome of a Flash minifigure. It's just perfect. It's absolutely perfect. And so that's the reason I got this set, but I was actually really happy with the rest of the set. Then the last minifigure you get is Batman, of course, which is a gray Batman with some nice gold detailing. It's very shiny gold. Of course, this Batarang piece, which because of the Lego Batman movie, I have a ridiculous amount of this piece. And once again, the soft capes, with which they released a little while back, so that you can bend it up, and just some basic back printing. And then one of the two cowls. This is actually my first time I'm getting the shorter of the two cowls that doesn't have the chin piece. It's just and the earpieces are shorter, and I do prefer this design because the cape already looks like a chin piece. So I do prefer this design over the other versions. The other version, which is taller, a lot taller. So overall, this is a really, really, really good set that I recommend picking up. It's, if you're a DC fan, it's really good. If you're a Lego fan, it's really good. I also have to give a shout out to someone because I met a fan on Roblox, and so I would like to give a shout out to Fortnite fan Meme Boy. Yes, that's their name. So, shout out to you, and a shout out to all of you for watching this entire video. I would like to thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!